Morning, Ben. Got some coffee in my hand, brought in some wood, got you stoked up. You're starting to put out some heat. I am thankful for that. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about a threat to beekeepers, treatment-free beekeepers, and just the American public, people at large who depend on honeybees for pollination of food crops. We have a threat that came within 17 miles of New Jersey, the Tropilaelaps mite, or often referred to as the tropy mite. Now these mites have been living with the giant Asian honeybee for some time, and they seem to be dealing with and living with the tropy mite. They have a very different life cycle than the European honeybee, and the tropy mite is devastating to the European honeybee. The tropy mite has been detected in Ukraine, Georgia, that's in Eastern Europe, not in the United States, and in Turkey. Estimates are that it will be throughout Europe within 5 years. In the United States, our migratory beekeepers pollinate crops from coast to coast. So, when, not if, when the tropy mite gets here, it has the potential to be coast to coast in one beekeeping season. Word is from Europe, from Georgia, a beekeeper that Roger Patterson recently interviewed, said he got a season and a colony infested with the tropy mites will perish. Now, the only effective treatment they found is formic acid. Although I strive to be a treatment-free beekeeper, it's been a tough road. It's not easy to get varroa-sensitive hygienic bees. There is a way to test the Harvo assay, very accurate in finding hygienic behavior. UBO is another test that can detect hygienic behavior in bees. Now, the tropy mite, the way that they found in Europe to detect is to scratch 100 cappings and then watch for the tropy mites to come out of the cells and disperse in the hive. Tropy mites are 1/5 the size of varroa. Very hard to see. If you can't see a varroa, your chances of seeing a tropy mite without magnification are next to none. So, early detection, while it will tell you have the tropy mite, I don't think it's going to save your colony. But if you want to detect them and you can't see a varroa mite, you're going to have to get magnification. Even if you can see varroa mites, at 1/5 the size, the tropy mite is going to be very hard to see. And as far as dispersal, what they're finding is within 10 seconds, the tropy mites that are in infested cells come out and disperse within the hive. 10 seconds. That's pretty darn quick. So this is a real threat. This is something that we all have to consider. New beekeepers, backyard beekeepers, commercial beekeepers. But the backyard beekeepers particularly, because many backyard beekeepers don't monitor their colonies as closely as will be needed to detect these tropy mites. And once infested, they will kill the colony. It seems like within a season. So it's going to be the end of treatment-free beekeeping. That's the word. Now, we may come up with something before they reach our shores, but as I said before, 17 miles off the coast of New Jersey, there was a colony of giant Asian honeybees on a container ship attached to the outside of a container that was infested with tropy mites. Now, fortunately, that container ship, on that container ship, the bees were detected. Somebody was brought out to inspect them, and indeed, they had tropy mites. Tropy mites have a different life cycle than varroa mites, and they also have some survival features, like their ability to feed on dead bees and survive. So, learn about the tropy mite. Consider your options. Consider your investments in beekeeping. I know I am considering mine. Sorry to be doom and gloom this holiday season, but we have to look forward. We have to think about these things if we want to depend on the natural world. I hope you all are warm and safe and healthy. Take care.